Today, I am putting out an SOS across the federal government. Save our Sullivans.
That was New York Senator and Majority Leader Chuck Schumer back in April after seeing the damage to the USS The Sullivans firsthand. There have been months of tireless work and emergency repairs done since the Sullivans had a hull breach back in April. Good evening, I'm Mary Alice Demler.
And hello everyone, I'm Scott Levin. Today they received news of enough funding now to make permanent repairs. 2 News' Nate Benson joins us now with all the details. Nate, good news.
Yeah, Scott and Mary Alice, it's going to take millions of dollars to permanently repair the USS The Sullivans, and sometimes those millions can come in the form of a phone call.
So I really did find out today, and I found out directly from the senator.
And it was on that phone call Senator Schumer told Paul Marzello that $7.5 million of the federal budget has been set aside for repairs to the Sullivans.
Back in April, when we were in the worst of times, saw the ship in some pretty dire straits and promised at that time that he would be back to help. And I have to say he's a man of his words. He delivered, and he delivered big time today.
The money isn't in the hands of the Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park just yet. But to use the parlance of our sports department,
we're in the red zone.
The funding is part of the appropriations bill just released by the Senate. It hasn't been voted on, but the park is staying positive.
I trust the senator. We're going to see the funds.
$2.5 million is coming from the National Park Service's Historic Preservation Fund and $5 million from HUD's Community Development Fund. As for the Sullivans, those remarkable images of the historic World War II ship listing on its side are still etched in the memory of millions who have seen the video on the WGRZ YouTube channel. However, on this beautiful July day,
she's stable, she's sitting straighter than she's ever been, and she's sitting higher out of the water than she's ever been. So with those kind of indicators, we're in good shape.
Marzello says crews actually wrapped up the last of the emergency repair work Friday afternoon. Now, on to the next steps. Reviewing proposals on that permanent repair work that lies ahead.
We're going to take a look at some of the options that we have before us, and we're going to start to put together a plan of action based on the fact that we now have resources.
Those options range from small scale,
the two-part epoxy system and patch in place,
to an option that would certainly turn some heads.
Take her out of here and dry dock her. The nearest dry dock is Erie, PA.
While that may be just a 90-minute ride in the Benson family truckster,
it's about an 18-hour tug time. So we have to make sure that she's going to be seaworthy for 18 hours. We're confident we can do that.
For Marzello and his team at the Naval Park, after a stressful spring, the news of this funding...
It's an amazing way to end the week, let me tell you.
Now that Miller Environmental has wrapped up the work, Marzello said he and his team will be inspecting the Sullivans on Monday. And if all things check out, tours could begin within a couple weeks. In the studio, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.